Hello, welcome to Mindin My Business. I'm Janetta Arsenault of the Crown Collective, and this is the space for honest conversations about healing, purpose, ambition, ability, and becoming intentionally. Okay, now for those of you who are new here, you may be asking what exactly is Mindin My Business. Well, here at the Crown Collective, it means healing instead of hiding. It means choosing peace over performance. Hello. It means setting boundaries without guilt and becoming who God called you to be unapologetically. Okay, baby, that's minding your business. All right. So, friend, pull up a chair and let's get into today's episode. All right. Okay. I think one of the most understood things about strong women, aside from that terminology, right? But it's how heavy life can become for us quietly, right? Because from the outside, our competence, our ability, it looks effortless, right? People see the promotions, they see the job titles, they see the house, they see leadership, they see reliability, they see the way you handle things, right? But what they don't see is the emotional weight. A lot of times they're stirring underneath all of that. The constant thinking, the constant just carrying, the constant responsibility, the hypervigilance, the constant awareness. And sometimes people become so accustomed to your strength that they, one, kind of stop considering your humanity altogether, but they also kind of leverage it and they outsource their own strength, okay? It makes your competence then start to feel like a prison, right? I think a lot of us highly capable women accidentally become emotional infrastructure for everybody around us. The dependable one, right? The fixer, the listener, the strong friend, the one who always figures it out. And after a while, people stop asking if you're tired because your competence, your ability outwardly has convinced them that you can carry anything. Sounds like a compliment, but baby, it's a setup. Because friends, competence does not cancel out capacity. And being capable does not mean that you don't get overwhelmed, right? I think many women we've normalized exhaustion, Black women especially. I'm gonna talk to y'all because productivity is tied to worthiness, right? Resting feels uncomfortable because we've been taught that slowing down is lazy, right? Needing help feels weak. Saying I can't do this right now, if you've been conditioned, feels like failure. And it's like for women who spent years surviving, especially we struggle with that. And because survival mode teaches you what? To keep moving no matter what. Can't stop, can't rest, can't stop, don't stop, right? Even when your body is tired, even when your mind is tired, even when your spirit is tired, we're taught to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And we get to a point where we're tired, but in a way that sleep can't fix, right? Some of us, it's not physical exhaustion anymore. It's emotional, it's mental, it's decision fatigue. Again, it's hypervigilance. It's carrying everybody, thinking for everybody, planning for everybody, being emotionally available to everybody. Some women, we're carrying entire households, careers, relationships, emotions, and still trying to heal privately. Lord help, right? That kind of tired, baby, that hit different, okay? So talk about it, like realistically, because I think a lot of us have confused, I'm gonna lean in and say this, we've confused being needed with being valued. They're not the same, my love. They're not the same. Being needed constantly can actually be a form of emotional abuse, okay? And it depletes you, especially when you become the default person everybody leans on. Nobody's checking to see if you have space left for your own self. For your own self. I said what I said, right? And sometimes soft women, we like being soft. We become hard just because life asks for too much for too long. It's not wanting to be guarded. It's not wanting to have an attitude. It's not, wanting to not trust people. No, it's because we don't naturally lack softness, but it's because survival hardened places that were never meant to carry that much weight alone. It's like a callus. It's rubbing on you and rubbing on you and rubbing on you. And just because you're soft, that don't mean you can't carry heavy stuff. Okay, I really need people to understand that softness does not make life feel light. We carry grief, we carry bills, we carry responsibility, we carry burnout, we carry pressure, we carry disappointment. And honestly, some of us have mastered looking calm while quietly drowning under the weight of everybody needing some from us. And the scary part is Many of us don't even realize how exhausted we are until we finally sit still. Sometimes that's why the job loss happen and why the sickness happened. God was like, get somewhere and sit down, because business can become a coping mechanism, right? Overworking becomes just a distraction. Overfunctioning becomes our identity. And if we're honest, a lot of us feel guilty resting because we've only ever felt valuable while producing something for somebody. But baby, I'm here to tell you, rest should not feel unsafe, okay? And your worth should not only exist in your ability to perform, to provide, to fix, to manage, to organize, to lead, or to carry somebody else. You deserve care too, sweetheart. You deserve softness too. You deserve support too, okay? And I think for a lot of us, healing starts with realizing I don't have to earn rest. I don't have to push myself to exhaustion, right? And maybe this season is not asking you to become harder. It's really just asking you to become more honest about what you carry in Shookfoot, right? Maybe it's asking you to stop volunteering emotional labor. Nobody assigned to you. You're just raising your hand and nobody asked you to do that. Maybe it's asking you to let people experience the consequences of their own lack of preparation. It's not your responsibility to make sure everybody's good. They grown. Maybe it's asking you to finally admit, I'm tired. And not joking, right? Not saying it while you're laughing, not saying it while continuing to overextend yourself anyway, but actually honor that, like, baby, I'm tired. Don't laugh it off. Don't shrug it off, because you deserve support too. Strong women need support. Soft women need support. We all should be striving to be soft women. We deserve to be soft is what it is. And we always got it. We need support too. There's nothing weak about finally admitting you cannot continue to carry everything alone, okay? Friend, I hope you know you're allowed to put some things down, okay? You're allowed to rest. You're allowed to say no. You're allowed to protect your energy. You're allowed to stop overfunctioning. You're allowed to choose peace over performance. And baby, minding your business this season might look more like becoming protective of your capacity. Not because you don't care about other people, right? Your gifting could actually be to be empathetic and to be giver. But no, because you finally understand that constantly pouring from depletion past depletion is not sustainable, right? And you deserve a life where softness is not constantly interrupted by survival mode, okay? Thank y'all again for spending time with me here today on Mindin My Business. If today's conversation resonated with you, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, share this episode with someone who may need it too. If you're looking for a deeper dive into healing and purpose and boundaries and visibility and business, just becoming, right? Check the links below for additional resources, courses, and ways to join us inside the Crown Collective. Multiple memberships, multiple options, okay? Until next time, friend. Okay, protect your peace, pursue your purpose, and keep minding your business. I love y'all.